Get a free footlong on the Subway app.
Oh, she is stupid. All right,
$2 off
here we go.
footlong.
Get ready. I'm gonna count down and go in. Let me cut this shit. Bomb. Okay, cut that off. All right, counting down. Five, four, three, two, one. Hey, y'all, welcome back, man. As promised, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Two Fly Comics promised every episode, 9 o'clock. Hey, don't forget, man. You know how we do it. Our week is Sunday through Thursday, and we leave the excuse me, and we leave the weekend for you to binge watch. All right. So check us out. It's Just Comedy, the show. Join it on Facebook and keep up with the shows. But without further ado, let's get to my comedians because I got two queens in the building with me right now. Quarantine comedy coming your way right now. We're going to start things off with the very funny, the hilarious, incomparable comedian queen. Give it up for my girl, Miss LOL, is in the studio with us today. Shout outs to my girl, Miss LOL. What's up, baby? Welcome to It's Just Comedy, the show. How are you, darling? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fan. You looking like quarantine, do you good?
Yeah. I'm looking like a tropical watermelon today. I'm just in here, trying to stay good because this too shall pass. I need to be right when I come out of here.
You know what? You've been using the phrase I've been using the whole time. And this too
Yeah,
shall pass.
it
Like people
shall
getting
pass.
all caught up. It's going to pass. Where you quarantining at? Where are you? What part of the
I'm
country?
in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Woo! How's it out there? Y'all got a lot of cases? Not so much?
Well, I really don't know because I kind of follow the rules. I'm staying in here. I'm staying in here. Yeah. So, they do
LOL.
what
Are
they
you,
do.
you quarantining by yourself or you got your little, husband or kids? What you got?
No, I'm single. I'm real single. But I got my children. My children is here. They essential workers though. They go to work every day, and they essential for me because I use them to go to the store. You know, you got to show them what their purpose is. The purpose of them is
Yo,
to do what you tell them. So I send them
yes.
to the store. Yeah,
That's
I
that's a
use them.
that's a classic down home Chattanooga mama right there. They essential runners. They're your runners.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
Oh my goodness.
they
Well,
sold me.
listen, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. You're looking good, and you look
Yeah,
like you're taking it like me in stride. I'm taking it like it's a
yeah,
forced vacation. I'm gonna enjoy it,
yes,
make the most of it. You know what I mean? I'm
yes.
in the crib with the dog, so I'm having a good time. What do you, other than the stage, what do you miss most? What does Miss LOL want to do soon as they lift it up and what they say, open up back outside?
I want to go to the beach. I
Ooh,
just need to go to the beach. The beach is just, I feel like I'm having withdrawals. I need to go out there. Because, see, the beach, I'm a plus size woman.
right.
So it's enough space out there for me. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm sitting on that beach, I feel free. I just feel free. And I'm missing that. So, I'm trying to make sure everything right so I can get on back out there. I'm missing the beach. I'm missing the beach.
Well, I don't blame you, man. I'm like I'm not like it's funny because home, like here in the States, I'm not really crazy about the beach, but when I'm gone, like
Yeah.
the islands, oh, I love their beaches. For
Yeah.
some reason, they got that clear water. Like Bermuda got
Yes.
that pink sand. Oh,
Yes.
listen, I'm out there. Next thing I hear, sir, this is not a nude beach. I'm like, oh, my bad. That's the sand. The sand was pink. So I
Yeah. Well, I won't kill nobody. I go out there with my 6-piece bathing suit on, and I lay up there and I just
How many
enjoy
pieces? How
six
many?
pieces. Y'all got cover up. I ain't trying to get no charge. I ain't trying to get no charge. I don't need to be locked up. I can't do that.
Your bathing suit sound like a order at KFC. 6 piece. Let me get a 6 piece with a
Yeah, let me
biscuit
get a six
with a
piece.
beach on the side. What's
If
some?
they keep on, I'm gonna order me a hazmat bathing suit off Amazon, and I'm going out there. I'm talking. I'm gonna get a full hazmat.
Yo. Well,
Yeah,
look,
man.
I
It's
ain't
gonna
mad
be.
at you, man. Look, I'm gonna give you the one shot screen. You got 4 or 5 minutes to get your rant on, make us laugh, talk about whatever it is you want under the sun. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miss LOL. Get them, guys.
Hey, yes, this is Miss LOL. My LOL stands for lover of life because if you love your life, you will laugh out loud. Let me tell you, I don't understand why on this quarantine, everybody in my DMs. Why you slide in my DMs? See, that DM to me stand for don't matter, because I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you're working with. I don't even care what you're driving. I don't care about your figures. You can't come over here, baby. And let me explain to you why you can't come to Miss LOL house. See, I'm on CDC restrictions. Do you understand what I mean? CDC stand for I can't do colds, I can't do coughs, I can't do children, and I can't do company, okay? Because I can't do corona. Okay, so you can't come across here, baby. Don't knock over here at this door. That DM stand for don't matter. It do not matter, baby. You cannot come across here. I am a big girl and I can't take all of that. I need to be right in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here trying to work on me, okay? I work on me. You know, since we've been in this quarantine, I started a 30-day diet. And so far, I ain't lost but 29 days, but I am not giving up. I ain't giving up. I'm going to keep on going. Yeah, because, you know, them doctor's offices so disrespectful. You know, they just get in all in my spirit when I go there and they ask me how much I weigh. And they don't even tell me to get on the scale. Gonna ask me how much I weigh. I told them I weigh 30 pounds. They say 30 pounds. I say, yes, the last zero is silent, and you better not ask me, okay? You know, so I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to do right for me because when I get out of here, it's going to be better. You know what I'm saying? This quarantine thing. So don't come across here. Don't knock on my door. And them bill collectors need to stop calling me, okay? Don't call me. They need to put some don't call me, because if I didn't pay that bill last year, I'm not going to pay it this year. Just call me in the quarantine. Don't mean I got no money. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no little change. I got 5 children, including 2 sets of twins. I am in debt with children. Do you understand me? They come tell me that ain't a bunch of kids because I got 2 sets of twins. The devil is a lie. Anytime you can take the amount of children you got divided by 2 and have a remainder. That's a whole lot of kids. I'm here struggling. Leave me alone. I get dressed up every day and go sit in the living room. Still, this quarantine ain't gonna get me down, baby. I jumped off the dresser to get in this girdle today, baby. And this ain't but a 3-hour girdle. I ain't got about 2-3 minutes left, and it's time to go take it back off. You know, doing this thing, don't let it get you down. You hear me? You keep living, laughing, and loving. That's what you got to do, because this too shall pass.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still in this quarantine. I'm still waiting for my money to come through. I ain't rich. I ain't got no lot of money. I ain't got no keys like Oprah and tell you it's a car out there for you. I done bought you with my stimulus check. Now that's gone. I spent that in the meat section at Walmart. But what I can give you during this quarantine is a smile. So you get a smile. You get a smile. You get a smile. Miss LOL wants you to keep on smiling through this time. Love you. God bless you.
Yo, I love it. You get a smile. Everybody get a smile. We ain't got no car keys.
Everybody get a smile. Ain't got no money.
Yeah. Yo, you ain't never lied. I love it. I didn't know you had 2 sets of twins.
Yes, the Lord got my paperwork mixed up. That's why I'm living for the Lord, so I can get up there and have a conversation with him. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got my
paperwork mixed up. It was Trisha with the I. Now, my name spelled with an E. He got, you know. So I got Peter and them looking.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So hold on. So you got 5. What's the twins? So what are the oldest twins? How old are they?
5 boys. The oldest twins are 24. My youngest twins are 22, and then I have a 20. How old that boy? 26. My oldest son is 26.
So they all boys?
I really don't know about him until it's income tax time, because I don't call him by their real name. I call him by their social security number. Coming number 4, 15, 19, 12, 11. You know, they good. They beneficial.
And they're all boys?
All boys.
Get out of Dodge.
My sister died in 2018. I'm raising her son too. So
get out.
Yeah.
Listen, that's dope, man. You are a true queen in every sense of the word. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You are true in every sense of the word, and we love to have. Thank you for being on the show with us, ladies and gentlemen. Ms. LOL. Hey, do me a favor. Shout out your social media, Facebook, whatever you got, so people can see.
Miss LOL. I'm on Instagram as Comedian Trisha. I'm on Facebook as Trisha Rutledge and Miss LOL. I'm on Twitter as Comedian Trisha. I'm on TikTok as Miss LOL. And I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think. We ain't
I
gonna
gotta
take
see.
our
I
other
gotta see
account.
you on TikTok. I gotta see it because I know
Okay.
it's crazy. I
See,
know
I
it's
was
crazy.
dancing the other day. I'm big, but I'm flexible. Do you hear me? Hey, you ain't never seen a big girl get low. I'm telling you, you better check me out, talent. You better check me. I'm telling you, better check me out.
I got you, baby. Nice, nothing but love for you, ladies and gentlemen. Miss LOL, man. Check my girl. Thank you again. This is
Thank
what I'm
you.
talking about. This is how we get down on It's Just Comedy Show. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Hey, E, is Ralph in there? He just texted me. We might need to resend him the link because if you don't see him back there. E Boogie.
No, we got Chastity.
Yeah, Ralph Harris. He said he's sitting there.
No, he's not.
You don't see him? Hold on. I'll be right back.
I don't know. I know I was transportation at least not until he comes. What if I ask my grandma if he can use her phone? No. What's wrong with that? She's not even sure if he'll come. She's not sure. Not sure what? She's not sure if he'll come. I don't use her. I don't use her vehicle.
Hey E, I think that original link is bad. Then the one that Cheryl sent is the one I'm on now to get me in here. But the one I used, I think it came from Charles or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The first link it brings you backstage, but ain't nothing happening. So he was sitting back there in the same one. So I sent him the second link that Cheryl sent, which is the one that bring you in here. So look for him right now. I'm gonna bring Chastity up real quick because she's been there, and then when you see him, he should be there. All right, Miss Washington, I'm coming right to you, baby.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one. Hey, welcome back. Happy Sunday, everybody. It is your boy Talent, the show. It's just comedy, the show, baby. If you haven't already logged on and follow us on Facebook, do that ASAP. All right, save your weekends, Friday and Saturday night. Binge watch us. We already in season 3. So catch up, watch season 1, watch season 2, catch up in season 3. But it is a Sunday night. We're keeping it clean with a great lineup here. And without further ado, let me get to my second queen, as promised. This young lady here, I haven't seen her in a minute. We had a great time the last time we rocked the stage, big venue. Please welcome the queen comedian, one of the funniest girls on both coasts. Please welcome my girl, Chastity Washington, is in the studio with us right now, making things happen, holding it down. Chastity!
Hey, what's happening, sir?
How are you, queen? I'm good.
I
How are
am
you?
great.
Blessed,
I'm
man.
blessed. Same.
Listen,
Healthy.
I ain't seen you since. I know you're looking good. I haven't seen you since. Was it Phoenix, Arizona?
Yep.
And
Pierre.
the celebrity joint, that big in the round.
Yes.
Man, we tore that up that night.
We did.
We tore that up.
Fire. That was fire.
Listen, you are ridiculous. You're like one of those performers. Like you remind me of. I got a show coming up, and one of my special guests is Dougie Fresh. You remind me of that. like in comedy.
Oh,
Like
thank you, man.
you go up and perform, girl. You give a show.
I try. I
You know what I
try.
mean? I talk
That's
smack,
it.
but you do a show.
I appreciate it, man. That means so much coming from you.
Well,
'Cause
happy
you a
quarantine.
legend.
Happy
Huh?
quarantine. Happy
Happy
quarantine. to you.
quarantine. Happy quarantine to you. My drink is coming. Yes.
Look, I figure I drink a little holy water. It is, Sunday show. So I
Come
said,
on.
you know what?
I know,
Let me
right?
do what I got to do. Keep it right. So listen, quarantine. Speaking of that, where are you? Were you locked down at, or are you locked down?
I'm locked down. I'm at home. I'm in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee,
Still teaching
okay.
from home. Yeah, still teaching from home. We got maybe 2 weeks left, so I'm still, like, hey, get on, get off, get on.
See, a lot of
So,
people don't know that. You're a real teacher.
I'm a real teacher every day, 7 to 3, 7 to 3 every day, on the road on the weekend. That's it, man. That's it.
Do the kids get on your nerve online? I know they get on your nerve in
Oh
person.
my God. A kid will email you. They be like, I can't get in the room. In the meeting. Hit the button. I ain't got the button. Get on the meeting. Get on the meeting. Read it. Oh my God. Then they write you back. Miss Washington. Miss Washington.
Yeah, that's hilarious. How you gonna be virtually a pain in the behind? Your son is a pain but y'all's on the computer. Look, exactly.
All the time. Look, I think this time is telling these parents,
right?
Hey, you are getting suspended from homeschool. You hear me? They understand why we calling home. That's what's happening. Parents is not getting it. When I said he can't sit down, he can't be quiet, and then they be like, I don't know what y'all be doing at the school because I don't know what to do with him because now you know.
You ain't never lied, man. I know now they like that's one of the first things that come to mind, like when the parents got to spend real time now. Because when I sat down and broke it down one day. On an average, the average parent is really only sitting around their kids like no more than 4 hours in a day.
That's
like
it.
Full straight hours.
In a day.
In a real time. Going to work, coming home, meals, homework, take a bath, get dressed, go to bed. You felt 4 or 5 hours the most out of 24.
In a day.
So now you know. Yeah, now you know.
Now you get it. Now you know. So, this is all of us gonna come out of this better. You know what I mean? Even though this has been hard.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out of it better. People in their house crazy. I've been in my house crazy, pacing, singing TV songs and crying to Undercover Boss and watching Tiger King and just in the house.
Well, listen, I'm gonna let you rock. Let me let you rock. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a real teacher.
Okay.
But she's a real comedian. One of my favorites. Y'all give it up for Chastity Washington. Do your thing, girl.
Hey, hey, let me just say this, okay? This quarantine that made me learn some things about my mama. My mama is absolutely insane. Just a touch of insane that she called me random all through the night. Just Chaz, hello, Chaz. What is you doing? What you think I'm doing? I'm locked away on my couch in quarantine. She got Chaz. I have nightmares on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday in the afternoon. You have nightmares in the afternoon on the weekend? Well, you better go to sleep and get started. It's Saturday. Get started. Man. So listen. I pulled up to my hairdresser. She told me to go home, and I'm over here looking like Celie and Nettie from Color Purple. The back of my head cannot take a wig brush at this point. Like we got to get through it, God. I need some Blue Magic grease. I can't get out to get nothing. And I want somebody, if they say 6 feet, 6 feet, I'm in the line, somebody standing on another person in their face. Just, if you sneeze, you a murderer. Did you know that? Murderer. Somebody, You walk outside, you ain't seen the sun. You look like a vampire every time. Ah! 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 Light! Light! I can't do it. Come on. We done lost some folks. Little Richard gone. Betty Wright, cleanup woman, gone. Right. Siegfried and Roy, is it both of them?
Well, Roy. Now it is. Yep.
Dang. That's, you know, come on. You know, this is my thing. You know, some of the folks are not following directions. Okay. Your mask supposed to go over your whole face. Your mask ain't supposed to be a chain. Folks wearing designer masks. Match your sweater. It ain't a necklace, sir. Put it on your face. You're trying to kill people. You're trying to kill people. I want, when I see them, I literally want to turn into their mama from the Clark sisters. I don't know if you've seen their mama. Have you seen the Clark sisters' talent? Did you see First Ladies of Gospel? Did you see Mary Moss Clark? She said, "Gum, sugar. Give me the gum." I'm going to throw my shoe at everybody that's not 6 feet away. That's what I wear your mask as a chain. Oh, God. Come on. Mary Moss Clark. Ha! You know, old people clap at you.
Yo, you're right. You're right. Do that again. What they do?
Then they reach out. You ever had your auntie reach out for your face? You come out. Come out.
Oh, God.
Come out.
Their
hands be big. Come out.
Never lie.
What's wrong?
Never lie.
Come out. Their fingers look like Jordan fingers on The Last Dance. You ever see Jordan's finger? Did you see his finger? He talking to people. Whole time.
Yo, man. Oh, my goodness. You're right. You're right. You know what's funny is I had an opportunity to because, you know, I sell my merch, you know, It's Just Comedy, the shirts, the hoodies, all of the hats. And people did, a couple of different people called me, was like, "Hey, man, we got a good deal for you, man. You know, you're gonna love this. You're gonna make a lot of money." And it was the mask. You know, they wanted to sell me the mask and sell it. Hey, man, everybody gonna need them, man. They're gonna, I said, yeah, but I feel a little funny about that. First of all, people dying. I'm not trying to make a happy mask. Right, capitalize. And of all slogans, it's just comedy? I think not.
It's just comedy. It's not.
I think not, sir.
Not at all. No.
Somebody be like, "Yo, we went to your Uncle Wake. You know, he had one of them. It's just kind of, it was nice." Well, no, it was not.
Shade, man. People.
Yo, you ain't never lied.
Kids, they had a Laker fits, like matching shoes. Like, what you think this is, man? This is a pandemic, man.
I stay away from it, man. I stay away from it. I'm so happy to have you on this show, man. You don't even know. Do me a favor, shout out your social media. This queen.
You can Facebook Chastity Washington 37. I suppose there's many of us. Instagram Chastity_Washington. I think that's it. Yeah, those two. I ain't on TikTok yet. As soon as I learn Savage Beyonce, then I'll get on TikTok. But you know, they do it.
Oh my goodness.
They do that when I'm gonna get on TikTok one day. I'm gonna get on that.
Yeah, and I'll be right there to watch you. Thank you again, Chastity Washington, ladies and gentlemen, rocking out with us on the show. I love you, and that's right there. Enough said for the show. That's my people, man. Shout out to Chastity Washington one more time. Ms. LOL holding it down in Chattanooga for us as well. And the incomparable, one of my mentors in the game, Ralph Harris, man. It's been a great show. Keep it locked, man. Remember, 9 o'clock, Thursday through Sunday. You know, we got you hooked. Excuse me. Sunday through Thursday, we got you locked. Friday and Saturday, binge watch. It's Just Comedy, the show. See you next time. Now, my dude should be in there, right? Ralph is in there, right?
What
There
up,
you go.
bro?
What up, player?
What up, man?
Ain't
You got
nothing.
enough light? I got enough light.
You look good. You look good. I'm gonna do a countdown 5 seconds and come right to you.
All right, cool.
All right. My man. Do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Welcome to the show, everybody. Another episode of It's Just Comedy. That's right. It's Just Comedy, the show. Do me a favor. If you're already on Facebook and you haven't joined, join that page. It's Just Comedy, the show. Find us, man, so you can get the up and coming trailers, get some of the highlights, and more importantly, stay up on the links, how to get right directly to these episodes. All right. So that's how we're going to do it. Let's get right to things. We're going to do hit the headlines real quick, because hitting the headlines today, I think it's crazy. Politics just got hood. Politics just got hood. I don't know if you're following the story. So recently, former President 4-4, Barack Obama, was recorded in streaming. He was doing some interview and was asked a question of his opinion on the handling of the coronavirus by 4-5, President Trump. And his words was something similar to, it was disastrous. The handling of it was monstrous and disastrous, horrible job. And this gets back to the Senate, House of the Senate, and Mitch McConnell comes out. And they said, what do you think about Barack Obama's comment? This is where it gets hood. Mitch said, yo, I think, former President Obama need to keep his mouth shut. Ooh, you know what I heard coming from the hood? What I heard was, yo, keep my name out your mouth. Yo, keep my name out your mouth, son. I said, yo, it just got hood. So look for this thing to go back and forth and give us a nice, funny battle of politicians and ex-presidents and senators, and it's about to get ugly. All right, that should hit the headlines. Now it's time to chop it up. And this is a good chop it up, because I'm always blessed to have a chance to bring on a comedy mentor to me in the game. People always come on because I'm coming up on my 30-year anniversary in another year and a half. And people are always like, yo, you my mentor, whatever. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And that's love. But how about my mentors in the game? This dude right here. And I challenge all you young folks who don't know your comedy history to YouTube and do the research on this man and pull out. First of all, he had his own sitcom. He's a star of his own sitcom. It was great. But more importantly, he had one of the top 5 best comedy specials of all time. And I mean that. Beginning to end, material, timing, verbatim, just like, for lack of a better term, state-of-the-art stand-up comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, my mentor, Philadelphia's own Ralph Harris, joins us on the show. My special guest.
What's up, brother?
What's up, player? Man? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just, it's so funny. You know how, T, when you sit back and you hear people do your intro and you just go, who is he talking about with all that? It's me. I'm the same dude. I'm waiting to go on stage like everybody else. With
Yeah.
So it's
you, man.
It's a blessing to hear it, but when you hear it, you want to make sure that the thinking ain't, well, this dude is on his way out, and we just because comics, we're cynical and we want to hear our eulogy before we die. Like, I want to hear what y'all gonna say. And so when you hear these great intros, you just go, man, is this it?
Dude, I didn't even know it was a great intro. I'm just speaking from the cuff and the heart.
No,
that's why I didn't, that's why I didn't go into the, when we do these type of shows and cats, we do these interviews, everybody got the same format where I'm gonna read off the paper. In '98, he dunked on Jordan. In 2005, he drank a gallon of milk. He came in second place at a hot dog eating. To me, this whole show, and I tell people, because sometimes I gotta deal with people's agents, managers, lawyers, just to get them to talk on here, because they want to make sure where this is going. And I say, dude, this is as casual as it gets.
No,
the only people on here is my loved ones. Yeah, I love you.
I told you I'll do it for you. I don't do many of them because everybody got one. This one guy had one. It was called the Comedy Closet, Quarantine Closet, and he literally is in his closet, and I was like, I don't even like the idea of being in your closet with you, dog. I don't even know you. He's like, no, I ain't doing that.
Dude.
You go outside in the football field, maybe we can figure something out.
Where you quarantining at? Are you home?
I'm in LA, man. I'm in LA
Okay.
at my place here in LA, and I've been off the road since March 9th, and February 9th. I'm lying. March 9th, and then I had one gig in like Michigan for the comedy festival. What was her name? Gilda Radner's comedy festival with the Laugh Fest, and we did one show out of 4, and they canceled after the first show, bro. They canceled the whole festival because the quarantine was getting ready to hit the next day.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like, you fly to a gig and you thinking, oh, it's gonna be a great weekend, and they cancel you on stage.
That's crazy.
On stage, Jesus.
Hey, speaking of festivals, that bring up a funny memory. We were in Aspen together.
Oh yeah.
And it was a couple funny memories, but one that was very interesting is the altitude. I don't know if you remember, you was doing a show, and I think you was hosting, and it got so bad. In between acts, you was on the side with an air tank, like a oxygen. The oxygen joint like this.
I think I can get through this one. And wait,
I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
After sucking that air, about a minute later, you're like, ooh, I wonder if they let us take it on stage.
But,
man.
Now look at it from my eyes, Ralph. You're already my idol, right? So from my eyes, my POV is like Batman versus Superman. Like you pulling it off. You like go right back up there, act like nothing's happening. Bang, 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 bang. Go back over there. I said, yo, this is Jordan with the flu.
Hey man, all I knew is you get on that stage, you gotta win. You get that mic, you gotta win, boy. You gotta win. Hey, and that's I learned to ski up there too. I did a whole lot of stuff up there.
We did the snowboarding with the snowmobiles.
Yeah,
remember we did that. Me, you, and Chappelle,
with Joy and all of them.
Joy and them, yeah, man.
Wait, yeah, and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was up there with us that time. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, that was a good time. All good stuff. I think that's like when we met the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I had already been. I remember, just to give you background before. That's why I was like a kid in the candy store that whole weekend. We love to make those festivals and get picked for those things.
Of course.
But then when I get there and I'm around you guys, and I'm like Chappelle, I had knew from home, but you I had knew from kind of a distance. Yeah. And all I remember is every time I said, this dude got it. Like that's where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to, like you said, win every time. I'm trying to be that guy with those stats that when people think of talent, dude, they know he win every time.
Oh yeah, man.
And that's why I was trying to get there.
You were up there representing. I mean, I knew the name, because I'm from Philly, so I knew the name, and I'd also done Showtime with the Apollo like a ton of times. I hosted it, and then they said talent is here. I was like, talent. I know one dude named Talent, and I said, all right. Instead, I said, he's up here. I said, okay, that's gonna be good. And I think what was DC Curry there when we were there?
He was there. He got his show off of that.
Huh?
I think he got his show off of that right behind.
And I was meeting with Brett Butler. He got that Brett Butler show, and I was meeting a lot of cats for the first time up there, and I was like, man, this is gonna be great to see the headliners that I don't normally see. And being out of New York and Jersey and Philly, I knew a lot of the cats because I used to do Club 88 and Peppermint Lounge and Rascals Comedy Club and West Orange and so I knew the name. I knew the name, and so when I saw you get up there and represent, I was like, I think I left Aspen going. I was like,
yo,
when you're a kid and you do that sound, you're thinking, man, this ain't never gonna take off. And I was like, damn, he made that work.
Yeah, and what's funny is we share a last name, right?
Yes.
So I remember being at the Laugh House in Philly and meeting your brother, right? And but I had known him. Oh yeah. But for some reason, I don't know why, he had said, I'm Ralph's brother, and I'm like, what, Ralph? Who? He said, no, my last name, huh? Ralph. Dude, I remember keeping him hostage at the bar. Remember how the Laugh House was built? You come up the stairs at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
I kept him hostage all night,
Oh,
son.
yeah.
And
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think he was like, "Yo, I want to do a guest spot. Can I do 5 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah." But I'm like interrogating this guy.
Right.
So what Ralph be doing, man? You know, how Ralph? And he was just like so mad. He never got on stage. And I know he was like, he used me.
Well, you know, I told Mont back way, you know, Romont Harris, that's my brother. But I told Mont way back in the day, I said, look, when cats come through Philly, go in and show them love, you know, show them around the city, show up, do a guest spot. If they need a ride to a restaurant, you know, and he did. He got in there and hustled.
Yeah, he did.
And so he knew he ended up knowing more people than I did. Cause
me and him, we got like this. Me and him got
man,
like this.
But I had already took off by the time a lot of the guys who I know now got to Philly. I was already on my way to LA.
Yeah, I
started in '85. You know,
I know, but that's why I grabbed him up.
Yeah,
that's why you was gone. You was gone, and you know now that I look at it, like at the time, I didn't even, you know how you do something and you didn't plan it and you don't realize what you're doing till later on. When I look at it after the fact, I said, damn, I done cuffed him up, interrogate him. He didn't get on stage, do his guest spot. So when I ran into him in LA after that, you know, we really kicked it and cool and I made up for it. But at that moment, I was just such a big Ralph Harris fan, dude. Like to this day, right?
Yeah.
When they got all these specials now you can stream a lot of these specials.
Of course.
And so one of the conversations we have when I get a group of comedians together, we get to talking about the special. And I was like, dude, and especially if it's a Philly comedian,
right? Because
you'd be surprised how many of them, which is sad to me,
right,
don't know the Philly history of comedy too much, and that's sad to me. You know, so I be telling them stuff that they should know, and they be like, for real? And I'm like, dude, I know you got your favorites. I know you think you know what you know. But just take some time with an empty head and watch these different things and then call me back and then tell me, then we can talk about it. We can't talk about it because you don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Ignorance is a big elephant in the room.
Right.
So when people, every time, never fails, they go back, they go, hey man, yo, that's special. You right. That joint was good. I'm like, yeah, because don't get caught up because this dude had better curtains.
Right.
This dude had purple curtains. Sit down and buckle up for the special. Take the ride. Right. And your joint, that's always been my, how do you say it? That's always been my go-to thing in my memory bank of when I do a set. I want to start and end in that perfect ride.
Yeah. I got that HBO special after we went to Aspen. I booked that. I got that at that special at that festival. When we went to Aspen, we had a meeting the night after we performed the first time. Then we had a meeting with Chris Albrecht at the time, and he said, "You want some money?" That's just how it went. You want some money? And my managers are sitting there, and I'm like, "Want some money? Who is this dude? I don't even know who he is."
Right.
And they're like, so you got 30 minutes? You ready to do? And I was like, yeah, I'm always ready to do 30 minutes. And it happened just like that. And the rest of the meal, they were sitting there talking. They didn't even talk to me. And I walked away. And by the time we got back to doing our shows, I'd already had a special set. I was ready to, get ready to go shoot a special. And it was great, man. It was, but the thing is, as comedians, we always trying to get that next one together, so
absolutely.
So by the time I was trying to work on whatever the next special was, to have my peers come up, like one night I was up at the Laugh Factory and Mark Curry and the Wayans and Sean and Marlon. I was getting ready to say the Wayans brothers, like it's all of them at the same time. So and Chris Rock, and they were all giving me love on the special that had already been on TV about 2 years. And I was like, thank you, man. And Chris was like, no, man, the beginning, the middle, the end, everything was tight. And it comes from all them jabs I threw. At the Showtime with Apollo and the Arsenio show, I learned to do stand-up, man. Like sometimes the TV shows would tell you got 2 minutes. Like Star Search was 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to do them 2 minutes and get on stage and be like, yeah. So anyway, my mama, and they used to have to tell me to slow it down. And it wasn't until I slowed it down that I realized I actually had 10 minutes of material. I didn't have 2 minutes. I had 10 minutes. I was squeezing 10 in.
Squeezing it, you got to. Yeah,
that's the way I decided to work throughout my career. I'm literally doing about 85 minutes of material in 55 minutes.
In 55.
I don't care if you don't have a minute to laugh. I'll give
that's
you a second.
Yeah, that's why it's fire. That's why it's fire.
I'm about
that's
to.
Why
man,
it's fire.
I want everything in your body to hurt when I get off stage.
And shout out to Chris Rock, because I'm glad you mentioned his name. Chris has been the one constant dude in this journey.
Yeah.
That no matter how big he got and no matter his accolades, he always gave props where props was due.
Oh man, hey man, Chris.
Always.
I love Chris. Chris, the first time I ever went to New York, we drove up, me, Keith Robinson, my boy Rocky Wilson. We drove up to New York, and Chris got us into the comic strip. And I think he was still in his teenage years at the time. He was a little younger than me. He might have been 18 or 19. And Chris was, ever since then, I got his number, and we've been cool ever since. I don't see him as much, but anytime I call Chris, if I really need him, he's right there, bro. He's a genuine dope dude. So I just love Chris, man.
Me too.
His heart is good, man. And so Tony, like my little brother, Tony's Chris's little brother. So I love Tony because that's like my little brother, you know. Just like Guy Torrey, that's my brother, you know. So
but love is love, man. And I just want to take. I really reached out because I said, since I got this little platform, I really want this show to be about, because I've known enough people in the journey. Right. People that's significant in making movements in life, and whether you realize it or not, sometimes we don't realize it because somebody's not constantly saying it to us in our ear. But I just needed you to know, my brother, was a one-man movement.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
understand the thousands of comics I put on. Comes through the Ralph Harris channel.
I appreciate it. I love you, bro. Hey. Yeah. You have, because of the last name thing, you know, I tell people that's my brother. We just got different moms. That's it. You know, he live up in Jersey. My pop used to take us up there on weekends. And then somebody said, well, why he tall? And I said, you know, you're getting into a whole other thing now. I said, ain't nothing like going to see your family. You go to hug them, and they all the way up here. It's like, oh, come on, man.
And that's the little brother. Hey, listen, I love you to death, man. If you got any social media or Facebook you want to shout out before we go, man, anything?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Ralph Harris Comedy. People can find me, man, and talk to me. I'm always online. I'm doing pops all the time, you know, so I'm out here, man. I'm swinging.
Hey, we love pops, man. That's classic, bro.
We swing. Hey, you know, it's always close if you need it, you know. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We so is, yeah. Just waiting to go down to the bus stop. They're gonna take us to play checkers down there at the park. We gonna go down there, me and my friend Caldonia, and we gonna go sit down at the park and have something to eat a sandwich and then put the mask back on. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, indeed. It's hard to eat the sandwich with the mask on.
Be safe, Pop. Be safe, man. I love you, brother.
I love you too, T.
Thank you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable, my legend, my mentor, Ralph Harris, the brother who shares a last name. This is how we start this thing off, man. And that ain't even part of the 2 comedians I got coming up. You keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. That's the incomparable Ralph Harris. It's Just Comedy, the show. Be right back. Oh, my God. Ooh. Oh, man. So, E.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was hilarious. Oh, man. All right. So I'll see you on the next one.
Yep.